we are the one conducting investigation. Kung may criminal negligence po dyan, not necessarily the PDI. Kaya nga po yung kanina, sabi mo may overloading. Pagka nag-cause po yan into the loss of a passenger, unlike before, Your Honor, kasama lang yan sa maritime casualty investigation. Right now, included na po sa ginagawa ng Coast Guard is to determine if there is or there are criminal intent and negligence on the part of the owner of the master. So therefore po, just like in a road crash incident sa lupa, we will file cases for reckless imprudence resulting to homicide or multiple homicide dun po sa mga concerned officers, including the owners, if they aware and they tolerated the commission of the said crime. So we will investigate po yan, yung pangyayari po dito, we'll consolidate kung ano po yung nangyari. I'm not saying yung kung spokesperson is wrong and then the initial investigator, the PDI, is also wrong. So titignan po namin, Your Honor.
Okay.
Allow me to
When you say PDI?
Pre-departure inspection po.
So anong usual ang rango nito?
Normally po, kung malaking port, it's an officer. Otherwise, if it's a small port, it's a non-officer po natin that are trained not only to monitor. Tandaan niyo po, Your Honor, hindi lang po ito number of passenger. Ang overloading po is not because ang nakalagay 20, 19 yan o 20, hindi na overloading. It has to do with the total amount of weight. Kasi po kung ang cargo niya mas mabigat, kahit po konting pasero, if it exceed yung pong load line ng isang barko, overloading na po yan, and that is the main cause of...
I agree with you, Commodore. Kasi I have an experience noon. So I think it was in Rizal na nakalagay doon, number of passengers, 20. Sumunod nga siya, 20 siya. Pero, daming mga sako ng bigas, may mga motor pa, may mga karton-karton ng mga epektos. Overloading na yun kung tutuusin, right?
Yes, Your Honor. At hindi lang po yung bigat, kundi how it is stowed. Tandaan niyo po, maybe in a car, meron kang sway in, sway out. Sa barko, meron ka pong 6 na elemento. The yaw, the pitch, the roll. Talaga pong ang kargamento gagalaw. At pag hindi po tama ang pagkakalasing o pagkakatali, pagkakasecure, yung pong movement ng cargo can cause the capsizing of a vessel and pwede pong ikalubog niya, ikamamatay ng pasero.
Then who makes the inspection to ensure na nasusunod nga yung sinasabi ninyo bago umalis yung isang barko?
It's part po ng Coast Guard function po yan, pag-inspection po. Hindi lang po, Your Honor, meron po kaming form na sinusunod. Doon po sa form na yan, hindi lang po yung mismong barko, kanyang seaworthiness, yung fitness ng crew. Kasi po kailangan qualified din siya. Yung pong storage ng kanyang cargo, yung kanyang emergency and firefighting equipment. Kanina pinag-uusapan niyo po yung fire extinguisher. Ganun din po sa barko, Your Honor. Kasama po ito na pinipirmahan ng isang officer ng Coast Guard o non-officer na parang oath niya po yun. And remember...
Okay. Let me cut you off, sir. So therefore, kapag palayo lang, example, merong lumubog na barko and then nakita sa investigation ang pagkalubog dahil hindi maganda ang pagkasalangsang ng cargo sa barko at overloading, kasalanan ng Coast Guard yun.
Your Honor, if I may qualify po yan, Your Honor. Kasi po, yung barko, pag alis po sa amin, no, yung bangka, dun po yung sa last port of departure niya. In between po, pag huminto yan sa gitna, nagkarga pa ng additional na pasero.
Hindi nagkarga. Umalis, na-inspect ng Coast Guard. Okay, check, maganda yung cargo, maganda pagkasalansang, tama yung weight, tama yung number ng pasero. And then, after 3 hours, sumama ang panahon, sa overloading, hindi kinayanan, bumaliktad, kasalanan ng Coast Guard.
Sir, pwede po bang wag nating ilagay lahat sa Coast Guard yung responsibility? Because...
Marina, sama natin.
And of course, wag naman po din sa... Yung pong...
Nakasimangot siya. Sabi niya, ba't ako dadao?
Kasi ano lang po sila, registration po sila.
Registration.
Ito po yung part, mainly po nasa master ng isang barko, yung kapitan ng barko. Meron po siyang officer dyan, yung kanyang chief officer, ng cargo officer niyan. And of course, yung owner po, operator. Because they have the responsibility to make sure na yung kanilang mga officers that they hire are not only trained but competent. Kaya po may training po tayo dyan. So it's a ano po, responsibility po ito. Of course.
Pero sir, meron yung iba na alam nila na ito dapat ang ginagawa pero hindi na ginagawa yon para masunod yung safety standard, seaworthiness ng barko nila. Yung nga sinasabi mo, hindi magandang pagkasalansang, sumobre yung cargo, yung weight, etc. And because of that, yun yung nag-cause na bumaliktad yung barko dahil medyo maalon, nagsumama ang panahon. Then meron dapat may responsibility. Kasama na nga yung may-ari ng barko. Pero dapat ang last line of defense ay yung Coast Guard na naging pabaya may-ari, inutil yung mga crew hindi alam ginagawa. And then there is this Coast Guard to ensure na, ops, teka muna, hindi kayo pwede bumiyahe kasi hindi kayo sumusunod sa safety standard to make sure na seaworthy itong biyahe nyo papuntang kung saan man at medyo masama ang panahon ng konti.
Yes, yes, Your Honor. Parang iwan ko po sa isang legal term na visual inspection lamang po kasi yung nagagawa natin at that time. I remember the vessel is departing, the master submitted yung kanyang master safety declaration, safe departure declaration niya po. So paalis na po siya. Ang Coast Guard po, gagawa po yan ng mabilisang inspection. So what was done is a visual inspection. Baka po yung bakal, meron na pong sira yung kanyang lasing, hindi na po secure yung pad eye sa barko. So these are again part ng responsibility during registration po ng barko, during inspection, the owner, the master, the officers responsibility to as common carriers na ensure po yung utmost diligence in the carriage of both the passenger and the cargo, Your Honor. So, it's a shared responsibility, shall we say. Pati po yung mga pasero sana, kung nandun po sila, napansin po nila, report agad sa Coast Guard kasi po hindi namin makikita lahat. But if we know kung paano po natin to address, ang Coast Guard po, isang tawag lang naman is, bulungan nyo lang kami kasi baka hindi po namin nakita. Kung kayo sabi na ng may mga ginagawa pong mali, let us know, sir, para po ma-address po natin to. Shared po ito. Hindi namin makakaya, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you po. Engineer Victoria, Marina, dapat gumagawa rin kayo ng inspection sa lahat ng mga barko to make sure na lahat ng mga tripulante doon, mga nagtrabaho doon, qualified sila. Tulad ng sinabi ng Coast Guard. Do you do that? And they're certified?
Yes, sir. We have a certificate called the Minimum Safe Manning Certificate, wherein it is reflected there the minimum number of crew and the competence po na kinakailangan nilang ma-acquire. This is being validated before issuance of the safety certificate. At the same time, during the conduct of a random inspection, monitoring activities of the enforcement service, and during the Oplan Ligtas Biyahe being directed by the DORTR during peak season.
Okay. Also, sir, last na to sa Marina, napansin ko, kasi ilang rorang inakyatan ko, wala silang clinic. Kahit na short distance ng biyahe, dapat merong maayos na clinic at merong nagmamando doon, nurse man lang sana. Para in case of emergency, pwede makapagbigay ng first aid. Wala eh. Meron akong nakita ng isang barko, nakalagay doon clinic, tapos puro basura nandoon, mga kalat, tapos wala mga gamot. And then yung purser, tumaas ang kamay. Sabi niya, siya raw yung first aid, magbibigay ng first aid. Then tinanong ko sa kanya tungkol sa mga first aid. Wala siyang certificate from DOH or from the Bureau of Fire in case of emergency. So these are the things na dapat galing sa inyo yan, pag-inspect. So can you do that? Sa susunod na hearing, sisigili ko kayo diyon para gusto ko lahat ng barko compliant. Meron silang mga clinic at yung kanilang mga first aider doon, certified ng DOH, certified ng Bureau of Fire.
Yes, sir, we will do that. We will relay your directive to our top management so that all regional offices will be conducting and verify that compliance, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Ito, sisingit natin yung Marina. DBM. DBM is here?
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair.
Hi, DBM.
Apo.
How are you?
Okay naman po, Mr. Chair.
Ano sa tingin mo, ma-accommodate ba natin yung magkakaroon ng X-ray para sa mga sasakyan sa lahat ng port sa Roro? Na may Roro.
Based on our records, Mr. Chair, the PPA is a self-sustaining GOCC po kasi. So, wala pong funding from the national government. Corporate funds lang po yung ginagamit nila.
Corporate funds?
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Oh, nasaan yung PPA? Corporate funds. What does it mean, corporate funds? So, self-sufficient kayo. So, ibig sabihin, kumikita kayo. At base doon sa makita nyo, doon kayo bibili ng mga equipment na pangailangan ninyo. So, hindi na pala natin kailangan DBM. So, kanya pa kayo bumibili. Long time ago nyo pa dapat nabilihan.
There's a current market study, Your Honor. Actually, I was informed that there was in the past already a market study, but there were findings that needs to be fixed. So that
What is it that needs to be fixed? Let's fix it right now.
Yes, sir. We will go further into we will resume the market study, Your Honor, together with the findings that were observed in the